In today's video I will discuss about super hit movie in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. The focal point of Dark Jaguar, Wakanda for Eternity are the continuation of the tremendously famous Dark Puma, and a recognition for the late Chadwick Boseman is genuine, regardless of whether the general film feels fabricated. It starts with a burial service for the as of late departed Lord Kala. Shuri, Letitia Wright, and Sovereign Ramonda, Angela Bassett, are wearing white, following the dark final resting place, whose top highlights a silver seal of the Dark Puma veil and the crossed arms of the Wakanda salute. Their distressed parade, twisting through the realm, is appeared differently in relation to slow movement following shots of artists euphorically moving in memory of their fallen ruler, after the final resting place shows up at a clearing, where it ceremoniously ascends to the sky. We slice to a sincere, close-to-home montage of Boseman as T'Challa. The serious, hurting continuum of pictures before long structures the Wonder Studios logo, declaring that this is as yet a wonder film. Furthermore, Wakanda until the end of time is the very most terrible for it. What was the mysterious element for the outcome of Dark Jaguar? Like the radiant, segregated African country of Wakanda, Dark Jaguar existed right beyond the wonder realistic universe. It generally remained all alone without the devastating prerequisites felt by each and every other film. The humor existed between the characters, not as arbitrary references to another property. The characters, with Andy Serkis's Ulysses Clay as an exemption, were specific to the story. The worries seldom floated toward establishment building yearnings. In any case, author, Chief Ryan Coogler and his co-essayist Joe Robert Cole don't have a similar sort of opportunity with this despairing spin-off. A few restrictions aren't inside their control, like the sad demise of Boseman. Others feel like a capitulation to absorb into a filmmaking machine. The cumbersome content is stuffed with thoughts and topics. As opposed to battling their shared adversary, white homesteaders, two realms helmed by minorities are set in opposition to one another, a thought that never specifically lands, and the film should dive into the social aggravation that actually exists from the verifiable demolition of Focal and South America's native realms. It should likewise fight with a flock of different prerequisites, setting up the Wonder television series Ironheart, which Dominique Thorne will star in, recognizing the snap, lamenting Boseman's demise, and tracking down another Dark Jaguar. These contending interests are no less streamlined by MCU's blockbuster requests, that this should be a standard hit and usher in the following period of the realistic universe, and the heaviness of satisfying dark people who feel seen by the fantastical affirmation of dark regalism. It's a lot for one film. What's more, you get the feeling that this ought to have been two. At virtually every turn, Wakanda for Eternity comes up short, beginning with its setup. Settler nations, presently scared of an African superpower, are scouring the world, from one ocean to another, looking for vibranium, the metallic mineral that drives the African realm. A youthful researcher named Rary Thorne, treated as a fearless idea in retrospect, assumes a part in a hunt that leads hired fighters profound submerged where they experience Namor, Kukulkan, a threatening and strong Tenakherda, the ruler of Talokan, and his kin, who are none excessively content with the surface world. They need to obliterate it. As a matter of fact, the genuine Namor, his ears highlighted the sky, his winged feet rippling, later surfaces in Wakanda, with water actually dribbling from his jade studs and flickering, vibranium pearl gold jewelry. He moves toward a still sorrowful Ramonda and a severe Shuri with the danger taking on the appearance of a collusion. His appearance makes Wakanda go to Everett Ross, Martin Freeman, which prompts different appearances and subplots that overload the whole film with establishment assumptions. What's basic to Dark Jaguar, Wakanda for Eternity is the manner in which Coogler focuses honest fury. Ramonda's most memorable enormous scene is her rebuking the unified countries for anticipating that she should share vibranium with the world, even as they attempt to take the asset from her country. Bassett, with a capital A, acts in a succession where her voice blasts, her look is fixed and unforgiving, and the toxin is felt. But then, Shuri, who has covered herself in her lab, creating risky weapons, feels more awful. She needs to see the world consume. Their common displeasure powers a regurgitate of silly choices that lead to additional accelerations with Namor, who frantically points to retaliate for his mom and his predecessors. The film endeavors to situate the triplet as various phases of sadness, however, in attempting to raise watchers to an acceptable level on the barbarities experienced by Namor, it turns out to be slow and exaggerated. Perhaps someplace a way existed to interface these circular segments together. In any case, that would require preferable visual narrating over the film offers. Excessively frequently, the discourse stays on a superficial level, either by giving reams of composition, externalizing precisely exact things on the person's psyche, or by attempting to merge together the genuine misfortune felt by the entertainers with that of the characters. The last option unquestionably offers these entertainers an essential opportunity to handle their hurt on screen. Yet when did movie producers fail to remember how to show without telling? For what reason are contemporary blockbusters so captivated with holding the crowd's hand by giving consistently detail? At a certain point, after Namor makes sense of his whole origin story, Shuri answers with, "For what reason are you letting me know all of this?" It seemed like a note Coogler provided for himself. The weaknesses in exchange and story, and how frequently Dark Puma, Wakanda until the end of time boast to IP-driven needs, would be simpler to stomach in the event that the visual parts weren't really creaky. The nervous battle groupings are too challenging to even think about following, inelegant structures obscure into a boundless muck with each cut by editors Michael P. Shaver, Kelly Dixon, and Jennifer Week. Truly, there were projection issues with my screening of the film, so I will cease from thoroughly excusing the all too dim lighting. However, the real outlining by cinematographer Harvest Time Gerald Arquepois, working with the film's plentiful special visualizations, misses the mark on feeling of room in any case. Scenes of daily existence in Wakanda, a dark people shopping, networks snickering and appreciating each other's conversation, that once filled the watcher with euphoria, feel faked here. The immense scenes of the country, which were never loaded up with wonder, are presently dinky foundations. A portion of that stunningness is recovered when we see Talocan and its colossal Mayan design and beautiful wall compositions. Yet, you wish, similar as Dark Jaguar, that Namor was first given his own film where these scenes could inhale, and we could become as coordinated in this realm as we became in Wakanda.